My dear students of class 8A and 8B, welcome to my history and civics class. Today's topic number 5, today's topic the American Civil War and chapter number 5, the American Civil War. In my introduction, I shall I shall describe about the circumstances, the political atmosphere of America by which America became an independent country. America became a democratic country in the world. You know, during the American War of Independence, under the able leadership of George Washington, America defeated British soldiers. America defeated Britain. And the soldiers of America, the freedom fighters of America fought against the British soldiers and defeated them and established their country to be an independent one. George Washington, who led the war, gave good leadership. And his leadership helped America to be independent. As a result, the British could not defeat the Americans. That great leader, George Washington, became America's first president. Under his presidency, American government drafted its own constitution, and there came a remarkable development in the field of social, economic, political and cultural spheres. In each part, America had done well. And all the states got united and named United States of America. In the process of doing that, the government of America started purchasing land from the native states and got it united and named it United States of America. Next point, confrontation between the two states. Confrontation between the two states. Now I am going to discuss about confrontation between the two states. Confrontation between North and South America. Confrontation between North and South America. You know, both the two states of America, North and South, their relationship was strained only because of two reasons. Number one, Northern America had many industries. This trade, North America was full of industries, and its industrial growth and development helped North America to be more and more powerful, rich and prosperous. On the contrary, South America, it had plantation industry. It depended on its plantation, agricultural development. Huge lands were there. These fertile lands were used as agricultural, for agricultural production. And South American people were rural in their nature because there was no growth and development like North America, because almost all the villages from where crops were produced, these villages were the parts of South America. That's why they were basically rural people. Neither they had education, nor they had culture. On the contrary, the northern part of America, citizens, people were educated, cultural, and well established. The South America, they produce crops, basically cotton, sugarcane, cotton, and tobacco. They supplied they exchange industrial goods. They exchange industrial goods with the raw materials. They exchange industrial goods with their raw materials. They imported raw cotton, many bulk quantities of raw cotton was shipped to England only because of the growing demand of England due to industrial revolution. When industrial revolution took place in England was determined, to establish many colonies throughout Asia, Europe and Africa. They established 13 colonies in America, but ultimately were defeated by the Americans. But the large market of America, they never forgot and decided to utilize it. That's why they gave many opportunities. They offered huge money to the Americans to supply raw cottons to their country, England. Although the British was defeated by the Americans during the First War of Independence, but Britain did not want to lose the large market of America. That's why Britain offered huge amount of money to the American traders to supply raw cotton for their country, England. That's why bulk quantities of raw cotton were supplied to England. Raw cotton was shipped to England. So both England and America, both the two countries were benefited. But most of the raw cottons, raw cotton was produced from South America, southern part of America. But supplying of raw cotton bulk in quantities. And exchange of industrial goods with the raw materials enable Northern America to impose high tariff on foreign goods, foreign trades. As a result of it, the industrial items and goods which were exchanged with raw material of South America resulted in confrontation between the North and South America. The amount of money they would have to pay while exchanging goods the North America had to pay extra amount of money because of imposition of high tariffs on foreign goods, foreign industrial goods which were purchased by South America. So it was one of the most important cause of confrontation between the northern and southern states. And another thing was that North America had its own economic stability. Its industrial growth and development helped it to be rich, prosperous. America was a country of the world introduced first a written constitution by defeating Britain in the first war of independence. But in the same country, one wrong thing was being practiced by the Americans, practicing of slavery was nothing but a curse to their nation. They felt it, the North Americans. That's why North American government was determined to remove slavery from America. But the South American government, South America did not want to remove it because the slaves were used as cheap laborers in their plantation industry. They considered the slaves to be their toys, animals, utilized their manpower forcefully, and ultimately some states became a part of the South American government and they formed Confederate state and elected one man to be its president, who became the president of the Confederate state in the South, the Confederate state which was formed by the South Americans. They elected Jefferson Davis to be its first president. So Jefferson Davis recognized slavery to be legal. On the contrary, North America did not recognize slavery as legal practice. That's why war was inevitable between the two states, northern states and southern states. Jefferson Davis decided to fight against the wrong policy of the northern states. And then northern states, northern states Abraham Lincoln became the president of the northern states. Abraham Lincoln. On being the president of America, president of northern states, Abraham Lincoln took an oath that he would remove slavery from America and established America as one of the greatest nations of the world, who obtained their freedom by defeating the British during their first war of independence. Abraham Lincoln felt that war was inevitable. That's why he declared war against South America. But ultimately, South America was defeated by North America. Why? Because of bold leadership of Abraham Lincoln. Bold leadership of Abraham Lincoln and introduction of new, armaments like machine guns, cannons, etc., etc. But South America under the leadership of Jefferson Davis could not achieve success. The war continued between the two states for several years, but ultimately the southern states considered defeat against the Northern America. North America defeated the South America, and Abraham Lincoln removed slavery from the grassroots level of the society, and all the African Americans who were utilized as slaves, they all were given American citizenship, they all were given their fundamental rights, and they all joined the army of North America. Meanwhile, Abraham Lincoln was invited to deliver a speech at Gettysburg. This speech, what he delivered at Gettysburg, is known as Gettysburg Address. Gettysburg Address. Abraham Lincoln himself was a good emancipator. He dedicated his life for the cause of human's development. He raised the question of humanity. You know, the people of America who came from Africa and became African Americans, means Negroes. They were treated as slaves. Since they all were human beings, Abraham Lincoln was determined to remove the system of slavery. He removed it and set them free, gave them a life of honor by making them citizens of America, by giving them citizenship, by giving them their fundamental rights. All the African Americans, means Negroes, became grateful to Abraham Lincoln. But that very great personality, noble-hearted person, Abraham Lincoln, was assassinated by some absconders, and his life came to an end. But what ideals, what hopes he left for the next generation. The rulers of America carried it successfully and reached their goals. Ultimately, America became one of the greatest democratic countries of the world only because of that system introduced by Abraham Lincoln. Up to this, my dear students, thank you.